which is Too Faced, Tarte, and Urban Decay. So if they are your favorite brands and you can't handle anyone talking poorly about them, definitely leave the video now. I'm giving you a warning. Okay, today we are going to talk about all of the new makeup releases that are literally just getting thrown at us every single day at the minute. I actually cannot believe how much makeup is getting released right now. So we're going to go through Trendmood and a couple of other Instagram pages and basically, from what I've seen, talk a lot of trash about some makeup and maybe also talk about some things that I'm going to purchase. Also, you could hit that subscription button and that notification bell. It really helps me out and I genuinely appreciate it. But if not, all good too. Let's just talk about some makeup because that's what we're here for. I've got my phone here and I'm going to be looking at Trendmood first and then probably a couple of other Instagram pages after that. So if I keep looking down, that's why, because I'm looking at my phone for the information. Also, yes, this is a wig. It's not my real hair or anything like that. I wish this was my real hair. I just really wanted to have some fun today, so that is why this. Now let's talk about this makeup. So I'm just going to start at the top of Trendmood and kind of work my way down and just talk about whatever I feel like. Makeup Revolution. Oh, I do really like Makeup Revolution, so don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting here hating on Makeup Revolution as a brand because I like quite a few of their products, but they released the Friends collection. Now, firstly, I'm not a massive fan of makeup companies releasing like nostalgic products that like that, like the Avengers collection or the Game of Thrones collection or anything like that. I don't really see the point of it, I guess. They've got lip glosses, which is like named after each one of them, which look a little bit tacky if I'm being honest, but that's cool. They got a couple of makeup bags and scrunchies, like cool. They got a couple of lipsticks, which look fine. They look nothing revolutionary. Again, you would be buying this because it's Friends in the packaging. I will say I don't super love the eyeshadow palettes. I don't think they're anything revolutionary. It's interesting because when I actually filmed this video yesterday and I absolutely hated the way the footage came out. My audio was weird, so I'm refilming it today. Yesterday when I was looking at the photos, the Monica and Phoebe palettes actually looked a lot nicer than what they are looking like in these pictures. So I wouldn't pick up those palettes based on these pictures, but yesterday when I was looking at a different one, I'll put that up here as well, they actually looked kind of cute. And I was like, I'm not going to pick them up, but like I could see myself purchasing that like if I wanted to because they are cute. Don't like the Rachel one at all. It's just not my vibe. I don't like the big one at all. I hate that big one actually because it looks like they got a little bit of a face palette or something in. I don't like it. I don't like the color scheme. I don't like anything about it. It doesn't look like it's good quality. It could very well be the best eyeshadow formula in the world. It just looks really tacky to me. Again, I'm sorry. I should give you guys a disclaimer. I am pretty brutally honest, to be quite frank. So if honesty or just like other people's honest opinion isn't your thing, or like you are not someone that can handle it if someone has a different opinion to you, I'm probably not the person you want to watch, and that's cool. Like, see ya, have a good time. It's not a personal attack on you. We're just all unique and we're all different. We all have different preferences. So yeah, it's not a personal attack. I kind of get into these things and I get very unfiltered. There's a couple of brands in here today as well that I'm going to talk about that if they're your faves, you probably just want to leave the video now too, which is Too Faced, Tarte, and Urban Decay. So if they are your favorite brands and you can't handle anyone talking poorly about them, definitely leave the video now. I'm giving you a warning. Anyway, disclaimer done. Okay, so next up is, I think they've obviously just been released today, and it is Too Faced Holiday Collection. Actually, this looks like something new because I haven't seen these. But anyway, basically it looks like some of their holiday collection has dropped, which is a mini gingerbread palette, a mini salted caramel palette, their typical mascara bundles, their typical lipstick bundles that they do, and then some cinnamon bear thing that they have. I hate Too Faced holiday stuff. I did like the gingerbread palette when it came out because it was original at the time and I liked that. And then every year, see, this is the thing that I don't like about Too Faced, especially with their holiday collections as a whole, is they find something that's like a hit one year and then they basically just repeat it year after year after year without really, like, they just tweak it slightly. Yeah, okay, here's another photo of Too Faced holiday collections that they're releasing, and these are more the specific ones that I'm talking about, specifically the palettes or the palette collections in the bottom corner. I'm pretty certain my friend got this exact like holiday set 5 years ago or 6 years ago, like exactly the same with the same colors and everything. It's just release something different. And I know these formulas are not that great either. I mean, their formula at the best of times is really inconsistent. So I wouldn't be recommending purchasing these, even just for someone else, to be honest. Like, I think you could pick up a drugstore palette, that would be better. Victoria Beckham, our favorite posh spice, has released lipsticks from her makeup brand, and I think these are freaking stunning, and I do want nearly every single one of them. They are expensive. They're like $38 US, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, $38 US, which would be probably 50 something Australian. So very, very expensive. I love that she called them the posh lipsticks. So legendary. She of course has a clean beauty brand, which is awesome. So that would be another reason why I would want to pick these up, because it is a clean makeup brand and I am all for that. So I definitely like these. I also like a couple of the shades of these. So I might look at maybe picking one of those up, because why not? Really, to be honest. Okay, old Huda Beauty has released 3 new little eyeshadow palettes, those mini ones that she does. And it is Sand Haze, Purple Haze, and Khaki Haze. And I like the concept, like I like the haze and the sand and the desert vibes, that kind of a thing. I just don't like the color schemes of these palettes. I just find them to be done before from her directly, to be completely honest. They don't, it's like a mixture of all her other little mini palettes that she's kind of done all smacked bang in together into, like, she's just taken the same shades and put them in a different like quad, I guess, or like 9 pan, and called them a different name, like called the palette a different name. It's just, and also I know that this palette, I think it's, yeah, $29 US, so it works out to be about, yeah, usually it's like $50 Australian, and I just don't think they are worth it for that. For example, this is the size of them. So it's like smaller than my hand, and just so you know, I actually have small hands. So these are teeny tiny, and I just think for the $50, like absolutely not. So yeah, shan't be picking these up. I probably would consider it if they were like super, super unique, but even then I just don't think I could justify spending $50 on such a small eyeshadow palette. I got the coral one free from Sephora with my Sephora points, in case you're wondering. Next up is the Tarte holiday releases. So they have released like mini, and I think these are kind of cute. The Tartelette Little Bloom, the Tartelette Little Roasted, and the Tartelette Little Juicy, which is like minis of their really kind of successful Tartelette palettes. Like, my only criticism is that, and this is very much a personal preference, is just that those pans aren't perfectly square. They're kind of like weird, like rounded kind of pans. And I just don't like that personally. I think it cheapens the look of the palette, but that is very much a personal preference. And then other than that, they just kind of have, you know, your mascara collections, which I do think are really good value because their mascaras are awesome. They do the same kind of glittery lash curler and the lash sets and the lip sets and all that kind of stuff every year. So again, teenagers or cousin, you know, sisters, cousins, brothers, whatever, if they're a bit younger or they're just getting into makeup, they're gonna love this. But yeah, it's just not for me anymore. Okay, so Fenty, I love Fenty so much. You guys, like, Fenty is just so good. Can they do any wrong? I don't think so. But they have released their holiday mini gloss bomb set, and I love the gloss bombs. I love the gloss bombs. They are just freaking phenomenal, and I will be getting this because these colors speak to me. They're amazing, and I need them all. So that's that. And I will also be getting this amazing lip stunner little mini duo because I haven't actually tried that formula. I haven't picked it up just because I wouldn't use it. I don't really use liquid lips all that often, but I do really want to try that formula, and I think these are awesome colors and minis. So sounds good to me. It's just a win all over. Okay, this one. This release, I haven't been this excited for a makeup release in a very, very long time. I am so pumped for this, and I'm so pumped for this for such a shallow, like, ridiculous reason, but I don't care. And this is the Marc Jacobs Very Merry Cherry collection. I need all of this. I need all of this. I need this packaging so badly, you guys. Like, I am obsessed with the mint color at the moment. I love cherries at the best of times. Everything about this is a holiday collection done right. You know what I'm saying? Like, they nailed it. They've nailed it. It's unique. It's different to them. The products, sure, are not necessarily revolutionary, but they have nailed it. It's unique. I love it. I love everything about this collection. I want it. I want it all. tomorrow. Urban Decay. You guys, Urban Decay's product, whoever creates the product and chooses the colors and the vibes and all that, it's probably time for a new one, Urban Decay. That's all I'm saying. Because this is terrible. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I cannot believe anyone at Urban Decay was like, this is going to be a hit. Like, really? Who thought that? The whole thing to me is a little bit, I don't know, old school, tacky, not tacky, it's just really old school. Those lip glosses being in that diamond shape, I hate that so much. I hate that. I don't know why, but they really rub me the wrong way. That's totally a personal preference. All of this is a personal preference, but yeah, I don't like those at all. The eyeliners, I will give them that. They will be very good, and those colors are very pretty. The eyeshadow palette packaging, and even just the eyeshadow palette color scheme and what it's going for. Who asked for that? Who? I would love to know who asked for that. Like, it looks so boring and plain and cheap. I'm sorry, it just does. So I will not be picking up any of this. If I was to pick up anything, I would pick up the double pack of all-nighter setting sprays, because that is a phenomenal setting spray, but I will pick up nothing else. Okay, I want to talk about this one because I want to know if you guys feel the same way. So let me know in the comments if you do feel this way. Maybe you don't even know what I'm going to say. Like, maybe you don't even know who I'm talking about. But the Stephanie Lang Cross Sigma collaboration palette. Now, I actually quite like Stephanie Lang. I haven't watched her videos in a couple of years, but I think she's a nice girl, you know, all that kind of stuff. I like what she stands for. She's vegan, that kind of a thing. I love Sigma. I love Sigma. I think Sigma eyeshadows are phenomenal. I think their brushes are phenomenal. I really, really like the Sigma brand. But I don't understand this eyeshadow palette or this face palette or whatever you want to call it. I don't understand it. I don't understand how an influencer could look at that palette and be like, this is a good idea. For multiple reasons. The first reason being, why are we releasing eyeshadow palettes and face palettes in the one if you are not going to release different shades for the face palette? Because this palette will only cater to me and my skin tone. So if you're any deeper, cool, you've got 3 things there that you can use as eyeshadows, but you shouldn't have to. If it's designed to be an eyeshadow and a face palette, that's what should happen. Now correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, if they have released other shades, I just haven't seen them, and I feel like that would have been a big deal if they did. Actually, what do the comments even say on Trendmood about this palette? I would love to know. Okay, yeah, people aren't really loving the palette underneath in the comments. I think there's obviously a lot of her fans in there that are loving it, and that's awesome. Like, maybe I would feel differently if I was like a super fan of her. Okay, hang on. Someone's put a comment on here. I love that Stephanie Lang. She's one of the beauty influencers who has really tried to show her true self and dismantle the idea that beauty must be perfect and the unrealistic beauty standards on social media. That being said, I'm disappointed in the bronzers in this palette. I read her announcement post about this collab, and she mentioned that they were specifically trying to make the bronzers inclusive for both fair and dark people. To me, the bottom bronzer seems like it would suit tan skin, not dark or deep dark skin. If there is not a shade for Naimatang or simply Ige, I think, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, or other beautiful dark skinned women, it is not inclusive for all women or men. I wish at Sigma Beauty and Stephanie had just made this a 12 or 15 pan eyeshadow palette. The eyeshadows shades are beautiful, and I'd love to see more shimmers like that gold, but until dark skinned women are included in launches, I will keep skipping these products. Yeah, I think that's a really good way of putting that. Like, there's no, surely for the love of God, she does not think that that would work for someone like Naimatang, and it should. She should have, if you're gonna release a face palette, it should be catered to everybody. We're in 2020. That's just the end of the story. Anyway, I'm sorry. I feel very passionately about this. I don't know why, I just do. It's not a personal attack on Stephanie. I actually think she's awesome. I would feel this way regardless of whose name that was. I would feel exactly the same. Becca came out with their holiday collection. I know everyone in the comments underneath was very underwhelmed. And I do agree. I think that face highlighter palette thing that they came out with, what the fuck is that? Honestly, what the fuck is that? Like, why did you sit around a product development table and say, hey, this is a good idea. This is what people want. It's not what people want. Anyway, see, I told you I get very, very harsh because I get really into it and I just let the filter go, so I'm sorry. But I do really like that they have their highlighter collection, like little bundle things. I know they're like minis, and I know that people are probably like, well, that's the same thing that they do every year as well. And I get it, it is. And it would be awesome to see Becca. Becca's another one that's really just fallen off the face of the earth. It's like you guys could be really innovative because your formulas are really good, but you just keep missing the mark. I'm also not saying that I could do better, you guys. this is my just opinion as a consumer and someone who spends their very, very hard-earned money on like makeup products. I get very, very critical about them and we should, because we're giving them our hard-earned money. Anyway, I might actually pick up one of the highlighter collections from them this year because my Champagne Pop shattered. So if Champagne Pop is in one of those, I will probably get it because I would like a complete one. I really like Champagne Pop. I'm wearing it today. Actually, we made it through all of, I mean, these aren't even all of the new makeup releases, you guys. Can you even actually believe it? I just kind of went through the ones that got released over the last week. That's insane. Anyway, they are coming at us thick and fast. Holy hell, they're obviously catching up from COVID, I presume. Also, I'm sorry that I get a little bit frank and a little bit harsh, and I really speak my mind in these videos because I kind of forget that I'm filming and I just feel like I'm talking to a friend. So I'm sorry if I ragged on any of your favorite brands. I want to say I didn't mean to, but I definitely did, and I don't take it back. So yeah. Happy days. If you're still here watching, I'm going to assume that you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below if you're planning on picking up any of these releases. Like, what are you gonna buy with your hard-earned money? Are you after the Marc Jacobs cherry packaging like me? Because I feel you if you are. If you liked this video, you could give it a like, you could subscribe, you could hit that notification bell, you could do all three, you could do none. I get it, that's totally fine. If you do, thank you so much though. I really actually appreciate it. And if you're still watching to this point right here, you're a legend and I love you. Like, you're amazing. So thank you. Have an amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye.